Dragon Shield sleeves are only $7.99 on flipsidegaming.com right now. And if you use the promo code CGB at checkout, you will save 10% and support the channel at the same time. So remember to use the promo code CGB. Hello and welcome back to another day in the arena. it's CGB, and today we're looking at an Abzan Ethereal Absolution deck. This deck is I don't know, it started out as I just wanted to beat up on red, and then I just wanted to play big expensive enchantments. I wanted to have multiple Ethereal Absolutions out, just nerfing all creatures always and making spirits. I wanted the Immortal Sun to shut down Planeswalkers, and I went with the Explore package to try to buy time, gain some life, along with Tristani and Night of Autumn, to try to get me to that top end and make that possible. Then Find Finality worked its way in there, just a couple. You don't need the sweeper side as badly as you do in other decks because of the power of the Absolution, but also because of power of Absolution. Your sweeper does a lot of, it kills things it wouldn't normally kill, like 5/5s, or if you have two of these, 6/6s. Also, the power toughness of your little creatures just becomes insane as the game goes on. When you have an Immortal Sun and an Absolution or two, every creature is huge. It's a pretty fun deck that started as beat up red and now is just kind of its own thing. It's definitely not really where you want to be against Fog. It has a little bit of game against Wilderness Reclamation and Teferi, and if you stick the Immortal Sun, you can just win. Against red, it's not the great matchup you hope, because they can just kill your elves, kill your Wild Growth Walker, run you over, and you have a bunch of expensive cards. Or you stick an Absolution at the last possible moment, but then they just draw burn spells. It's kind of, it's a very medium deck. I'm being totally honest about that, but it's very fun. It's very fun when you get to just start slamming these cards. So I'm looking forward to going and playing a few games and showing you how it works. This hand has only one land, but if we draw another land, Jadelight Ranger. I don't know if I should actually keep this, but I'm in unranked, just regular play, and it feels like there's nothing to lose, so. What the hell? I can always cut the video if, you know, it's just terrible. Our opponent with a turn 2 Knight of Malice, I don't feel like I've seen this card in a while, so I'm pretty happy. It's like seeing an old friend. Oh yeah, you still exist. I need land. I'm gonna put this in the graveyard because I have Find Finality to get it back anyway, and there you go. I wonder if I'm even supposed to block with this Jadelight Ranger and find it back. Our next turn is probably an elf and a Find Finality. And the main thing I need to do is get to my Absolution, like, right away. But now that there's a Bugler to a Bugler, I can definitely trade my Jadelight with a Bugler, so I'm going to take this damage. I'm going to probably have to take a little beating from these Knights. We don't have a white source yet. That's a problem. Yeah, now I sort of wish I had chumped so I could get it back, play one of the creatures. That's not good. You're gonna have to top deck that white source. In the meantime, though, we've got the mana. We just need the white. And we need to dodge Ixalan's Binding. That could be bad. All right, Bugler bugles up another Knight, and it is a knight, a team of knights, and some people who blow bugles behind them to let everyone know they are here. And that is your deck. Definitely trading away the Jadelight now. Let's get bugles to the bin. Down to 12. And that's an Assassin's Trophy. I can target the knight, but I don't know, like, anything I'm blowing up here with a trophy doesn't feel great. It's not the worst, it just doesn't feel great. I think we'll go get Jadelight Ranger, Merfolk Branchwalker, and dig for that white source. And because I don't want to shock land unless I have to, I think it's better to play the Jadelight here and take down the trophy. But, man, what if there's like a Night Lord? I know that there's that Valiant Knight card. That could be really painful. Who are you protecting? Protecting you. So that's not a good target. I think it's better just to play the Jade Light Ranger. We might hit a Godless Shrine or a Temple Garden, a Shock Land. Oh, man. This can buy me time, but it's not a white source. And I could have 2 digs to a white source. Oh, that's rough. And if it's revealed, the opponent can play around it. It's not like it wins the game, and there's the white source. Okay. And they saw this, so we'll play it. And next turn, the power of Absolution will be known. And we'll hope our opponent isn't packing Ixalan's Binding, although I guess Assassin's Trophy can mess with that. Keep throwing critters into the abyss. Down to 7. More knights. Stunning development. Knights in your night deck. Let's go. Let's make a big mess. It's going to kill off the Dauntless Bodyguard. It's going to reduce the power of the other knights. And we'll kick it on over. And a Midnight Reaper. Oh boy. I think I want to save this. If I go to 3, what are the odds they can burn me out somehow? Very low. They're not killing the Absolution. So, nice Night of Autumn. If my mouse just did a weird thing, it's because I clicked off screen. People tend to freak out on the internet when something like that happens. All right. I could blow up the Reaper so the opponent doesn't draw 3 cards, but instead only draws 1. Is that important? I think what I'd like to do is leave up the Assassin's Trophy. That way if there's an Ixalan's Binding, I can just blow it back up. But here's the double Absolution draw, where all your knights are now baby knights. Man, it's tough too. I could swing for 3. I probably should. Forget about leaving up the trophy. I should have just swung for 6. I forgot how big my elves get from this. A little off my game. I have had a bad weekend. I had many things go wrong. One I posted about in Discord, which is just one of the things that kind of happened, is a pipe burst in my house and flooded one of my spare bedrooms. So dealing with that is not fun. But like I said, that was a thing. There were other things and family emergencies, just all kinds of stuff. So I'm on an intense run of bad luck. I'm very tired, which is why I kind of just grabbed a deck that's I consider kind of funsy and not super spiky competitive, and trying to decompress a little. So please be patient with me. And thank you very much for your support as I battle life itself and try to adult and handle all my business. Let's go ahead and drop a Jade Light Ranger. Just threatening all the beats. We can bin that. Time has come and gone for our mana dorks. But the double Absolution lockdown on the knights. The Night of Autumn taking out the Conclave Tribunal. The Assassin's Trophy backup. All looks pretty good. Here's a Vraska's Contempt from the opponent. That removes the Jade Light Ranger. A second Contempt for the Night of Autumn. Okay. And the Benelish Marshal will bring us to 2 life. But that's not all my anthems. I have some more anthems. Bam! Down to 4. Let's enter the battlefield tapped and not die. And I'm going to hold up trophy for whatever. I'm not sure what could happen, but let's Let's just play it safe. Ariel, Knight of the Windgrace. Won't change much in this situation, just another creature. Can't use the abilities right now. You have summoning sickness, so these abilities will not work. The opponent looking into the graveyard with Memorial to Folly. They still can't block everything they need to block, even if they use the Folly. Get back a Bodyguard. Well, the Bodyguard dies. Okay, maybe they have a quest to do. Play that Bodyguard. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Ta-da! 0 toughness. This hand has our colors, 1 check land. Very good. Nice. It's good at just throwing a bunch of gunk on the board. Just a bunch of dorks. So Godless Shrine into Sunpellow Grove can play Walker or Incubation Druid. Here's Dragon Skull Summit. Now we also have a Llanowar Elf. So without an Explore creature, I'd rather have my Incubation Druid and get up to plenty of mana quickly. Gutter Bones. 1 mana. Well, it's sad to see you stuck this way. Let's bring out the elves, make all the mana that we can make possible available. I'm not going to Shockland. Gutter Bones kind of implies this aggressive strategy. Although, I guess I could have played the Walker there, and if it got to block Gutter Bones, then it did its job. So that would have probably been a better play. Nice duress. Try Drill Bit next time. Here we go. Yep, I'll drop a Tristani on ya. We'll just go super wide. I should have played that out last turn. It could have shut down the Spectacle. It was a mistake. I, for some reason, didn't want to take the 2 damage, but I took the 2 damage anyway from the attack of the Gutter Bones. And cut that game because nothing happened. Cut it, cut it, cut it. Ugh. I hate bad runs like this. We're on the play. We have Druid and Autumn. We have no payoff, but if we draw a 6-drop, we'll be like kind of on course for it. And we have an Arch. I'm going to try. This hand feels pretty sketchy. 5 land is a lot, but we have 6 cards that cost 6 mana that are sort of the core of the deck. So I have to be reasonably happy to get to that 6 mana a little bit accelerated and hope that those cards can win the game. Turn 1 Fountain of Renewal. Alright, we'll go with Incubation Druid. Turn to Meandering River. Guess I'll just play all the things. Didn't have to shock myself, did it anyway. Opponent sitting on an opt, I guess. Just blow that up. Our opponent would gain life and probably draw cards from it someday anyway, so. Also means my opponent might have a Syncopate. Because of where those pauses were, it feels like a Syncopate. See if you've got something for this. Anytime. We're going to hold this back to pump up the Druid. May as well. May as well pump up the Druid. It also makes Syncopate a much worse card, although we could see a Seal Away or something here. Adapt. Now it is a 3/5 that can tap for 3 mana. Okay, if this resolves, I can get the City's Blessing with the Arch of Vraska, which is a pretty big deal to keep drawing cards in this spot. And there it is. Now we can send the Knight of Autumn and one of our elves. The other one, along with the Incubation Druid, can draw a card with the Arch of Vraska because this taps for 3 mana. Hiya! Cleansing Nova time? Not yet. Alright, draw me that card. Jadelight Ranger. And another Druid. Green, green, white. We'll just throw a Jadelight down, see if the opponent wants to do something about this. We still have the mana to draw cards with the Arch. And that resolves. Wouldn't even mind to settle the wreckage too much the way this is going. That can go to the graveyard. I don't need more. Alright. Let's go get him. Stunning development. Let's get all that land out of the deck so we can draw like 2 or 3 more land in a row, because that's how it works. And do I play the tap land? Do I play the other Druid? I can play the other Druid. Let's keep the pressure up. And then we can use the Arch to draw a card on end step 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Fountain returns. Diamond Mare. Alright. Blue. Very concerned with getting burned out by a red deck. I understand. I too have gone to crazy lengths to not die to red. That is... Alright, our opponent can only syncopate for 1, so this coming down is pretty darn likely. Where are you going? I was about to do something. It's a similar hand where we're on the play. We get to go Druid and Ranger, hopefully bridging the mana gap to Tristani and Absolution. So I think it's exactly what we want. Let's do it. I just love when you can mix like one shock land, just one, in with a bunch of check lands. That's when the mana is so dreamy. It's like just silky smooth. Blue and green is Kanta. Uh-oh. One of those decks. Let's go right ahead and just say none of this. So what I'm thinking is that it's a Fog deck, that it's a Nexus of Fate deck. When you see that, just get rid of the search. Okay. Now what? I think I need to hit lands with my Jadelight Ranger. So let's see if we can do that. Excellent. And it's kind of a 6th land in the Llanowar Elf, which is sort of what I need. I can play it with a Jadelight Ranger next turn, but I think Tristani puts more pressure on the board. Well, that's... if I have a Wild Growth Walker, Jadelight adds 2 to the board. Tristani would add... I think I graveyard you. I think I take a shot at getting closer to... there's just more upside in drawing a card like Assassin's Trophy in this matchup. Alright, I'll pay my 2. Here's my Walker. Here's my little beat stick of Night of Autumn. Let's do this. Gift of Paradise off the top, and they had no play for 3, so they have some expensive cards stuck in their hand, and they missed a key land drop. So now this is all about clock. Ethereal Absolution can exile a card from a graveyard, which can keep my opponent off search in the future, but I don't think that's a big deal. So, if we play Tristani, we attack for 1, 4, 4, and 2. It is a 2-turn clock, so I think that's where we go. It's definitely the most pressure. And now our opponent will have 4 mana, which means probably Wilderness Reclamation settle the wreckage. Here we go. Big draw. We miss. Well, we could hope our opponent's on Revitalize, Fog, some nonsense like that, so I'll go for Absolution. And since this is pretty much game over, I'm going to hope that they're just on a sequence of Revitalize and such and just send everybody. And if I get settled, it's over. Whatever. Wah, wah. All right. Red deck. Yeehaw. See, if I play these next turn, the opponent might ignore them. I really want them ignored, so I'm going to actually play a Branchwalker here and then spam the elves next turn. That's my plan. Weird plan, I know. But I'm hoping that the opponent will ignore them more the later we get in the game, because this is gonna die. See what I mean? Oh no. Come on now. This is where you need some Wild Growth Walkers. All right. Let's go. Come on now. Well, everything dies. Sure, I guess. Just magic at its finest. Come on now, bridge this gap. We just need some dorks, some things to put in the way. We need to draw a relevant card next turn to keep up with whatever our opponent's doing on the board. Balls. Alright, we definitely need a relevant card. No blocks. It's fine. I'm gonna keep my Branchwalker. Okay, not very relevant, but it might just get us there. Oh my. So many 1/1s. No blocks. Because I'm about to trump them. It's a good draw if we draw another Explore creature. Absolution. No attacks. Now I have 2/2s, you have 1/1s. Zap! Now, these can't really pump anything. Alright, those are dead. Do you have any creatures in that graveyard? Yeah, I can make some 2/2s. Dead. Dead. Down to 6. Alright, I need an Explorer creature pretty badly. So, I can make a 2/2 and have a Wild Growth. I think that's better than playing the Immortal Sun, because I could also play the Immortal Sun and have a Wild Growth. But that wouldn't stop as much damage. And I think I have to stay concerned about damage. Incredibly concerned about damage. Come on. Hang in there. Hang in there, friends. Those goblins, they have barely just begun to live. All right, take that out. Down to 5. Draw Tristani. Let's do it. More anthems. And lifelink creatures. We need to make it out of this turn. Can the opponent kill me? Do they have it? Do they have Bolt? They scoop. We got there. They didn't even get to see the Immortal Sun. So we don't have black mana. Maybe Merfolk Branchwalker can help us with that. We do have a Knight of Autumn too. I will try it. The skies are marching. All right, this will be very good if we can resolve it. An elf does help get us there, but it's not black mana. Oh, that's a rough one, but I think I have to bin it. I really do want the elf. I want the I want to ramp this out, but Here come 1/1s. Ta-da! Come at me, bro. It's like, nope. Hey, we got there. I think I'll keep that a secret, though. No landing, thank you. Although I'd rather take out a Benalia with it. That landing being about to flip. Can't have it. Can't have it. Okay, no big 3-drop. That's kind of a big deal. Is it an elephant, though? No elephant? Okay, getting lucky. Getting lucky. There might be a Benelish Marshal, so I'm going to make a trophy available. Ta-da! How does he know? How does he always know? But still, very conservative attack phase. Very conservative. So we'll kill that now to reduce the damage from the Sky Marchers. And now it's just hold on to your butts and try to get one more turn out of this. No marshals. Please no marshals. Don't have it. Don't break my heart. That's not good. That's not good. The opponent's still like being a total scaredy cat. Alright, let's drop an Absolution. We can use it to get spirits out of the opponent's graveyard. And dead, I think. Yeah, no box. Too slow. If I had kept the elf, I think that whole game would have been different. But how would you know? How would you know that there is a black mana right below? Hanging out right below. We have elves and an Absolution. Let's do it. Our opponent was 6, keeping on top. Should be a workable 6. There's a guild gate. Maybe we're up against gates. So, I think we'll go for Incubation Druid and tap land. Gates Ablaze is always right around the corner. Nope. Maybe it's Drake's. Maybe I'm wrong. I see a gate. I guess things. Sometimes I'm wrong. See what we hit with the Jade Light then. Might hit Shockland. If the opponent sees that, they'll probably play well around it. I'm just going to bin. This is very solid, but we need to top deck a land. I think we will, though. We have all these Explore creatures to help us get there, so we can't play it next turn, but the turn after could be very good. Alright, see what we hit. The opponent thinking Ionize, perhaps? But if they counter this, they are going to have a harder time countering Tristani, so be it. Keep on top. Never what you like to see. Take 4. Yeah, they sense blood on the mana issues. They sense blood in the water. Attack. Alright. Let's see if they saved a counter spell. Actually, the highest upside play is to play Branchy and hit a land and then find. Okay, did it. That's why I'm the man. Alright, let's get our elves back so the opponent can't really cut us off of mana. Jade Light Ranger, though, when it enters the battlefield, basically helps you find more mana, so it's a good pick. Incubation Druid can get bigger and make a lot of mana. Oh! Rawl's here. Rawl's just... We're all on a suicide mission, I might add, thanks to the Branch Walker. Aren't we glad we didn't play the Find and got lucky? Alright, 2 life. Tristani. Let's resolve that while we can. Opponent without mana. So you want to get your most expensive card down. Crackles the Drake. See if we can resolve this. Woo! That's a lot of pain. Your Drake is a 2/3. All my stuff is buff. Alright, you fall to 2. That's gonna be tough to get around. For sure. Especially when I can make your creatures into 2/2 flyers. So, yeah. That will do it. I hope you enjoyed this look at this interesting little Abzan control list. Obviously, it's a meta deck. Its positioning depends on how easily somebody can kill a 6-drop enchantment, and if you can live long enough to play one. But I really like the card Ethereal Absolution, and I think it's well worth a slot in some decks, and the good times that can be had with it are many. Thank you for watching this video. As always, I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye. Mana necklaces have arrived at hauntedflower.com. These necklaces are a great way to show your favorite MTG colors. Remember to use the promo code CGB at checkout to save 10%. That is promo code CGB on hauntedflower.com.